Hi, everybody. I know it's been a minute since we posted. Why do I say we? I guess I'm talking about Santa Muerte and me. Posted one of these videos. So there's a lot of videos online of what you can do with Santa Muerte as your spirit guide. And there's also videos, I've posted a couple, where there's things you absolutely shouldn't do with Santa Muerte. But today I wanted to post one speaking about what you should consider before attempting either a petition or a working with Santa Muerte. There's just some things out there that maybe you should reconsider and reformulate in your head before attempting with Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte is a spirit that can do anything because she has death energy. And death energy, as I've been taught, has the ability to create any situation by the death of an old situation. See? So, things that you should consider before petitioning Santa Muerte. One thing is asking her to completely heal any kind of psychological, emotional, or mental situation that you know you've had for a long time, or that you know you've been dealing with for decades, for years. Asking her to heal you from that might take longer than expected, and it might not go the way that you expect. And this is from talking to many people that have asked her for this. It might not go the way that you think, because when you think of healing, you think of automatically feeling better. You think of waking up in the morning completely rejuvenated. But the truth of the matter is, in order to heal from a psychological, emotional, or mental situation, you're going to have to rehash it. You're going to have to look at it for what it is, and you're going to have to get reminded of what it is that happened, what got you there, how it came to be, and all that sort of thing, what some people would call shadow work. And it's painful. It can be painful. And when that happens, you might turn to look at your Santa Muerte and say, this is a complete opposite of what I wanted. Why aren't you healing me? Why aren't you making me feel better? Why aren't you allowing me to feel the complete opposite? I feel worse now. And in those situations, she's doing exactly what you asked her to do, but through the process that it requires for you to do so. So that's what I'm saying. It's probably best that, unless you understand how it can happen, it's probably best that you recalculate what it is that you're asking for. Now, another way that, as far as emotional healing, psychological healing can happen with spiritual intervention, is you get directed in the right direction towards the people that can help you. And I'm not talking about spiritual workers. I'm talking about doctors, psychologists, therapists, counselors. You know, the people that can help you on this level, on this side. Nowadays, people are forgetting that it takes both spiritual, emotional, and physical to heal from something. You know? It's believed that everything, and I was taught this, it's believed that everything that's happening in the physical originated in the spiritual, but you have to tackle both at the same time. Okay? That's a little bit of occultist theory for you. So that's one method in which you might have to recalculate what you're asking for. Okay? Another thing is workings where you're wanting to either get somebody back, or you're wanting someone to love you, or you're wanting somebody to have your attention. All right? You would figure that it's just as simple as petitioning Santa Muerte to do that for you, but there's a whole bevy of other things that have to happen before that situation can be created for you. There are things that could be in your way that you don't know about because you don't have the whole view. There can be some things that are spiritual blockages or spiritual restraints that you don't know about. And if you're impulsive, like most of these generations, you're just going to want to cut straight to the chase and demand what it is that you want to demand. But once again, there's a process. So it's actually best to ask Santa Muerte at first to sever and to cut, to annihilate the things that stand in your way of attaining love, attaining the person you desire, or attaining the situation that you want. Ask her to do what it is in her nature to do, and that is to sever, to kill, to cut your obstacles. Then you can ask her, and this is how I was taught by a very, very, very informed person. You can ask her to sever what is getting in your way of love and kill your loneliness, kill your self-hate if that's what's getting in your way. Recalculate. Think about what it is that she does. She doesn't kill. She severs the things that are deterring you from living a good life. Okay? So that notion, apply it all across the board. The method in which she operates, her alchemy, her alchemical makeup is to cut things out, to dismantle, to make things emerge anew. Now, she's not exactly a power of creation necessarily, but she is a power of death and of the material world and of the spiritual world and of the human being and their mortality. Okay? So if we can work within that, my favorite word, formula, you can have a greater success to things. But also keep in mind that from my personal experience, other people might say different. From my personal experience, when you see those scales, you have to understand that they're not on the statue for no reason. Many people decades and decades and decades ago have come to understand that death energy creates an equilibrium. There's lots of Santa Muerte devotees out there that used the scales in their benefit for justice and for like winning court cases or for balancing a situation in their favor. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't work and why they probably have to reformulate this is because when justice is served, it's oftentimes not in your favor. it's oftentimes in the favor of justice. It's in the favor of balance. Even if that's, I like to use the scenario, both y'all go to your rooms without dinner. Sometimes nobody's happy when justice is served. So also things to keep in mind. So another thing is expecting money. And this is going to be common sense. Expecting money automatically just because you lit a candle. Now, unless you're like a model, you know, and you just walk outside your house and paparazzi start taking your pictures and they hand you money, money is not going to come that easy for you. There's a saying that says, God helps those who help themselves. Same situation works here. There has to be a balance between spiritual and material. You have to work just as much as she puts in the work. What she can do is she can sever, once again, whatever it is that's blocking you, or whoever it is that's blocking you from success. And she can act sort of kind of as a road opener for you to have opportunity. Money is just not going to appear on your altar unless you're like really lucky. Opportunity will appear in your life through people, through situations, through networking. It might appear in the most unlikely of ways. But if you just think about what she can do through her death energy, you can open up opportunities for yourself to make money. And nobody's saying it's always easy. It might be hard. And you have to come through with your end of the bargain. So with all of that being said, keep in mind, once again, that if she delivers, and when she delivers, if she delivers, keep in mind that you probably made a promise and you have to come through with that promise. Because why? Because things have to balance out. There cannot be an exchange without another exchange. Flowers, tequila, always water, always candlelight, and whatever else you promise. So that's about it for this video. I just wanted to bring that to your attention, to work within the formula of how Santa Muerte operates. You'll have a higher rate of success. Okay? And yeah, always pray her rosary too. Preferably the one in Spanish. I know that I just noticed that it hits better. But, you know, do what you want. But yeah, so that's about it for now. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But sometimes, I gotta warn you, before you finish this video, I have heard people complain that they post a comment and they think that I deleted it when I didn't. There are some comments, I think, that have either words or phrases that either YouTube doesn't allow, or I don't know. But sometimes people's comments get deleted and I didn't delete them. So just keep that in mind. Keep trying. So anyways, we'll talk to you guys later.